A no-deal Brexit could still happen in 5 years' time, an expert on the European Union has said. The UK left the EU transition period on December 31, nearly a year after officially quitting the trade bloc. After months of tense negotiations, a trade deal between Britain and Brussels was struck at the 11th hour on Christmas Eve. The deal was pushed through the House of Commons at breakneck speed and came into force on January 1. However, the pace of the deal's implementation means much of the agreement was not properly scrutinized, and Professor Catherine Barnard from Cambridge University has said the trade pact could be scrapped in 5 years' time if Brexiteers are unhappy with it. The expert also warned the UK can terminate the agreement on 1 year's notice if essential elements of the deal with respect to human rights, climate change and weapons of mass destruction are not complied with by Brussels. She told a House of Commons Select Committee when the deal is reviewed by both sides, the UK may decide to scrap it. The academic warned if Britain wanted to change the deal in any way, Brussels would demand more concessions. She told the EU Future Relationship Committee, "I always thought one of the arguments of having a deal was it would make the relationship more cordial between the EU and the UK. I always thought no deal would be very bad, not just economically but also politically, due to the hostility that would be expressed on both sides. The optimist in me says this is the foundation for something which is potentially more harmonious. However, the nagging voice in the back of my head says actually, the EU has very much got what it wanted out of this deal and concessions will have to be made by the UK if it wants more. It is not clear whether there is space for the UK to make those concessions, certainly with the present administration. It may well be that if the politics are that actually complaining about the EU and saying the EU is not a good thing means we end up having a shadow debate up until 5 years' time. When the agreement is reviewed, we may well find ourselves back looking at a no-deal scenario." Despite Ms. Bernard saying the EU had got what it wanted in the deal, Prime Minister declared the trade agreement a triumph for the UK.